this is where we can extend our help. Now, this is a very short time, and I think I have covered only not even 5% of what can be talked on cost. Now, without offending anybody, the cost is different from the price, you know that. And here, any subcontractor is mainly keen on knowing what is the price he is going to get. There is a difference between the price and the cost, and that difference can vary based on the type of customer you are dealing with. There are occasions where you may have to do on zero-based cost, which means there is no assumptions made wrongly. That means only that nothing but this basic cost. And in BHEL, we used to call for rate, compare. Compare with what? We used to compare with 3 different standards. One is the IED timing. The OPS will definitely carry the work center number 3132, so many numbers. Call grade, hours, everything has got a figure. So you can always calculate based on the IED, which is supposed to be the zero base. There is nothing is wrong, and it is absolutely theoretical. The second is the PPR, which I have my own comment on that, which I don't want to comment. PPR is not a rate to be considered at all. It may be a distress rate or it may be an underquoted rate. Everybody knows what is the difference between underquotation and distress. It should not be compared. Basic, maybe to know whether 10 rupees is quoted as against 100 or 10 rupees is quoted against 1 rupee. That too you can take, but not for comparison. The third is the estimated rate. I think if you adopt that estimation based on first principles, you will never make a mistake, and even if you make a mistake, it will be 1 or 2% only, not more than that. But you should know what are the cutting parameters, what is the machine you are using, what HP of the machine, whether at all that machine is to be used, number one, the process. So, estimation, to make the estimation, the process should be known, process should be right. So, the OPS should be right. And above all, the drawing should be right. Because there are so many drawing mistakes nowadays, it is happening, and it should be eliminated or eradicated. Now, if you have any questions which I can answer, I will be too pleased. Probably with the giant sitting here with Mr. like Sampath, heavy machine shop, and Mr. Siva, I am able to see only 2 giants here having a machine shop. If it is so, I will be happy, and I will not be able to answer. Murli is trying to answer.
In fact, my suggestion to request Mr. Ramurthy to do this exercise itself was the kind of accuracy with which he was always calculating, and his knowledge on these things that should be shared with everybody was the intention to request him here. Because, like he said, he has only touched the tip of the iceberg. I think some of us should go through a 1 or a 2-day workshop with him, full-time basis, to understand, especially the new entrepreneurs, to understand. Many of them may have just got a whiff of what costing is all about. But I would really strongly suggest that Belshia or somebody should take it up, interact with people like him, and conduct 1 or 2-day workshop on costing itself for entrepreneurs to do that.
Definitely it is possible. It should be made at the earliest.
Okay, that is point number 1. Point number 2, since you talked about skill development, and Ravindra had also spoken earlier, though he touched upon skills as a overall on what ILNS is doing, the reason why we asked him to do do it is, they are capable of scaling up and giving skilled manpower because of their ability to conduct any kind of a skill development program. For example, the first welding skill development program was started with us. They have the wherewithal to structure a program for any skill. And machining is an important skill which all of us know, but turner is so difficult to get. All of us will get orders, and when the GM asks for a delivery, we always say the turner is absent. So many of us have this problem. They don't turn up for work and we always have problem. So all of us feel the pinch of skill development. What I would like to urge all of us is we would like to leverage the strength of IL&FS. The skill development program that happened here, the key was they were able to mobilize people. They went to rural areas, brought people, trained them and gave them to the industry. So I would like to request the industry people present here to utilize IL&FS's ability to mobilize the resources, train them and give. We have to give them the platform, like machines, what the course should be all about. And I think a good combination of Acrolit and IL&FS is what is required for doing this training program. The actual technical part will be done by them. IL&FS will give them the managerial skills of how to train.
Because there is a vast difference between giving training for a fabricator, a fitter or a welder, comparing that. To give a training machinist, milling machine or horizontal boring is totally different, because the equipment required in other areas are not cost, is a very less cost. Whereas in machining, definitely it is cost, and even to have a dimensional check, the instrument that is going to be used on a machined component is definitely costly than any other area, like fabrication or fitting like that. And one more small point, because I have talked about some threading, there are 100 types of threading required. TVS fastener is making thread not by single point tool or by thread chasing. And here the thread chasing happen to show you a much cost effective, but TVS is not doing the thread chasing. The method is totally different because of the volume. It may be a thread rolling or suppose if you go on a very instrumentation, there it is thread is ground thread are there. Even in thread grinding, there are so many models and methods of thread grinding. Is it a single flank or a multi-ribbed wheel? Or it may be thread milling, or it may be a thread whirling. There are 100 types of threading. So threading means you have to go into the detail of the process, the quantity, configuration, etc. This example is a very simple example considering the time frame given. Thank you very much again for the opportunity given to talk something about cost of machining on a machined component. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sri Ramamurthy sir. So thank